All right, guys, welcome to a new edition of King's Court with JJ. I am back with a good friend of mine, David Rios is here joining me for an episode. Hey, David, how you doing?
Great. Thank you for hosting me, JJ. I appreciate it.
Nice. My friend David is from the San Antonio Glowworms men's fast pitch. Just saying that is kind of weird, but it is amazing to watch. And I wanted to have you on the show today because I know you got some big things coming up. And I have to say that I've never seen men's fast pitch softball until recently when I saw one of your tournaments online.
Yes, ma'am.
Can you tell us a little bit how you got started right here with men's fast pitch?
So it goes way back quite a bit. Started in '57 with my grandfather when he came back from the war. Opened up a bar, hosted his first tournament, and then since then, going strong. This year will be the 57th annual, hosted at Alva Joe Fisher, June 24th and 25th, and we got teams coming in from Pueblo, Colorado, California, McAllen, hopefully Mexico. Team combining with Houston, which is Rice Hotel Bombers. They're combining with a team from Ohio. Altogether, there's 13 teams, including us. OMA, who plays in the ISCs with us, and the Rio Grande Senators. It's been going on quite a bit, and like you said, everybody freaks out. Like men play fast pitch because it usually goes back to the girls or the women's sport, and when they come down here and they see it, they're like, "Wow, we didn't know y'all play this." Or even when the girls go see our games, they're like, "You're allowed to jump. We're allowed to do a lot of stuff that the girls can't do." So
What do you mean by jump? Hey, let's kind of go into this a little bit because your wife and I actually played softball. Your wife's a really good softball player and she's a pitcher,
yes, ma'am.
so it's pretty ironic. But explain some of the rules for somebody who doesn't know about men's softball.
So girls are, from what I know, are not allowed to jump off the mound,
Okay.
but men are, and we pitch from 43 feet. So by the time they jump off, they're already halfway to the plate. If when you
Wow.
see it in when you see it in June, you'll see some pitchers jump off the mound, which is called a crow hop. Men can crow
Mhm.
hop, and the ball's coming. For our kid Arturo Valdez, who's on Team Mexico, I think the last time we clocked him last year was 74, 75, and I think he's hitting 80 now. So for
Wow.
43 feet, yeah, it's coming pretty fast.
That is
So
that is a pretty quick reaction you really have to have there.
yeah,
Um,
JJ, when Biddy first, she used to go to the games with her grandfather
mhm.
back when she was younger, and when she actually played in the tournament,
Oh, wow.
she freaked out like, why do these guys get to crow up and I got to stay on the mound because they teach you with 2 feet on the mound, and it's just
Uh-huh.
all. So back in the day, you were as a man, you were only allowed. It's the same with the women's with 2 feet. So
Wow. That is pretty neat. Um, Obviously, it's gonna be the 57th annual,
yes, ma'am.
men's, fast pitch softball tournament at Alva Joe, June 24th, 25th. Do you still have any availability for teams to join in that may wanna put in a team?
Oh, of course. Entry fee is only 375. We're having it at Alva Joe Fisher. Like I said, this is our 57th annual. We have 13 teams confirmed as of now, and we're looking for three more. But the more, the better. And we're just trying to build our brand down here, especially here in Texas, because a couple of years it has gone down. And Mexico right now is a hot spot, as you could tell when I tagged you recently.
Mhm.
Sonora, Tijuana, anywhere down south it's pretty big down there right now, and we're just trying to get Texas built back up, build our brand back up as far as fast pitch wise.
So, you know,
Trying to
I
get Go ahead, Jay. I'm sorry.
no, I was watching this on Softball Premiere, which that is
Yes,
an outstanding thing you guys got going
Luciano
on.
does a great job.
You have an amazing broadcast team that goes out there and puts on these games, and anybody can check them out. I was able to check you guys out in McAllen last couple of weekends ago, actually, and I have to say, like, I was impressed with the production of that, but I was impressed with the game. I mean, that is unbelievable. And obviously, you just talked about Mexico. You have a couple of players from Mexico, Canada,
Mexico.
um, some even Team USA players that have played with you guys. It's it's pretty much a professional league in some kind of sense.
Yes, man, without the income coming in though.
Obviously, without the income, but
If
I
it
mean,
was that, We'd
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
See, oh yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Not everybody gets paid, but
No,
um,
no.
and you also on that note, the way this league kind of survives is off the sponsorships, off the people that support the team,
Yes.
and obviously a lot of it comes out of your pocket, but you're always looking for kind of a sponsorship deal with some people. And is there an opportunity for people to do that?
I mean, of course, we're always looking for sponsorships, especially to keep our great game going. Um, Again, we're the oldest tournament here down in Texas. I want to say, from what our friends from all over the world have been saying, we're the oldest team, I think, in existence. I cannot confirm that, but from what everybody's told me, since 57, we've had a team. And this is 2023. So that's an accomplishment. Like I said, I'm just keeping my family's legacy going. But as
Mhm.
far as sponsorships, of course, we're looking for vendors. We can hang banners. I mean, we can pretty much, it's our tournament. We can do whatever the vendors want us to do, as and it helps with cost. uh, of course, we also help players with visas, I mean, and passports, and because they're coming from third world countries, and we're just here to, like I said, to grow our game, because like I said, around the world, it's pretty big. State wise, up north, it's bigger than down here, but we're trying to, again, JJ, build our brand. And like I said, my family's here, um, especially being a 501c and nonprofit. That helps out a lot as well. We've been a nonprofit since 1982. So
Wow,
yes,
that
ma'am.
that's amazing. And it all started because your grandfather owned a bar.
My
And
grandfather owned a bar, um, played fast pitch when he was in the army,
hmm
and then when he came over here, a couple of guys that he knew. Next thing you know, they're playing on base. They're playing at Lackland. They're playing at Fort Sam Houston. And then, like I said, it's second generation, third generation. Am I a second or third? I'm a third generation. I'm confirming with my cousin. He's a third generation. All my uncles, my dad played. My dad was a pitcher. I played. My brother played. My cousins still play. In fact, we just had practice this past Sunday, and the old men were still out there trying to give it a go. We even had a good friend of ours, Chuck, who is 73 years old, and went out there to practice with us and throw the ball around because he
nice.
plays in the Masters. So I mean, it's passed down from generation to generation
And I saw
from our family.
your son made an appearance in a game.
Yes, that was a proud dad moment. 13
So
years old.
the fifth generation is out there now.
Yeah, DJ had been asking me for years to get in, and finally he got the pinch run, even though he got called out leaving early. But he got second and third opportunity, and to me, like I said, that's a proud dad moment. So watching my son run around the bases and saying that he got to wear, the Glowworm colors. So
There you go. Well, this tournament has obviously is one of the biggest in Texas, but you
mhm.
also travel throughout the United States pretty much.
Yes.
The biggest coming up is in Wisconsin, August 11th through the 19th. That is the type of the, I guess you would say, the championship
That is the world tournament, yeah. But before then, we play. I'll give you an example. We just played in McAllen with
hmm
Edgar Pishker's tournament, and then our next tournament is
you guys
Memorial Day
playing.
weekend. Yeah, Memorial Day weekend in Austin with the Castro family, and then after that one is our tournament. After that one is Newton, Kansas. Then the next one after that is the Houston Latin tournament, then ASA, and then the World tournament, which is August 11th through the 19th. Man, that's 40 plus teams of the best players from all over the world coming together.
40 plus teams of men's fast
Men's
baseball.
fast pitch players from, you name it, from Japan to Australia to USA, Canada, name it. They're there. Like I said, last year was our first time in 60 plus years to ever compete in the World tournament. Actually ended up taking ninth.
In the
We
world
actually in the world. Yes,
out
ma'am.
of
We
how many
ended out of 36 teams, if I'm
Nice.
correct. Yeah.
That's a pretty powerful team then.
Um,
You got a pretty powerful team. Just be honest. It's okay.
I'm grinning right now, but me and Edgar and my family did a wonderful job putting that team together last year. So it takes a lot, as you can tell, it takes a lot of work. It's not just me moving pieces around. It takes a lot of work behind the scenes to get the right pieces to fit. And when players do come down with us, we treat them like family. So that's what makes us different, at least in my opinion, than
Mhm.
any other team. We feed them. They stay at our houses. Sometimes they stay at my cousin's house down the street, my brother's house, my uncle's house, and like I said, my uncle's a is a big fan, so he helps out as well. So
That's where that 501c nonprofit fundraisers come in.
hospitality, yeah.
I mean, you guys, if you are listening and you have the means to donate to the 501c San Antonio Glowworms, um, I suggest you give David a call. His number is 210-310-6681. Once again, that number is 210-310-6681. If you're looking for info, you want to, sponsor anything, you want to be out at Alpha Joe, put in a team yourself. There's still opportunity to do that. Men's fast pitch softball. I mean, it was amazing to watch. It's amazing. I didn't even know, to be honest, I did not know it was an Olympic sport at that,
Yes.
because it is, Team USA and Canada and Mexico and Japan. And, what is it like to have those international players, like the players that you have,
Um,
from Japan?
so this year we picked up a player from Japan who contacted me through Messenger
Hmm.
and say he wanted to come over and play in our team, and we ended up striking a deal with him. I'm probably going to kill his name, so hopefully he's not watching and hopefully he forgives me. But Yusaki Morita,
Hmm.
if I'm correct, he's a center fielder or outfielder for Team Japan. Um, we're excited to have him. Not only him, but also James Shirley from Team Canada, Nicholas Patrick. They're both from Saskatoon, and our players from Mexico. I'll give you an example because there's quite a bit. Puma, Edgar Pischker, Kevin Pischker, Davo Pischker, Isaac Medina. Hopefully, I'm not missing anybody. Justin Gonzalez, who will be new to our team. He's from Chicago. Zach Shaw. Let me see who else. Oh, Alan Salgado from San Diego. And if I'm missing anybody, I apologize. Arturo Valdez and Fernando Lopez from Team Mexico. So it's a different assortment of players all over our great country and from up north. And like I said, um, making contacts, especially with our hospitality and the way we treat our players,
Hmm.
is it the word spreads. Hey, play with this, this team, the family. They love this sport, and we're only here to grow our brand and keep our, like I said, my family's legacy going. Since 57, God rest his soul, my grandfather never did it for about the money. He just loved the game of fast pitch.
Yeah. I mean, softball obviously is a big sport, whether it's, the women's softball or slow pitch softball. It's a huge thing down here, and there's some great tournaments that take place, the big league weekends and stuff like that. And to add this in the mix, I think that has to be ranked up there, this men's fast pitch. I think I can see this kind of growing real fast. And I know you say it's been around 57 years, but hey, this is something to watch. And if people want to come out June 24th and 25th, I mean, you need to come out and watch this, because this
Please,
is
that would be awesome. Like I said, we cook out. Um, families, like I said, families that used to play, that had dads, their grandfathers, they all come out. We're looking for new blood. We're always looking for new players,
Mhm.
especially slow pitch leagues. They're looking for to be competitive. A lot of them play hardball still, but I think it's a great sport. It's something different and something that you don't get to see, especially with the players that are coming down. Argentina, Canada, Mexico. I mean, the list goes on and on. Maybe Australia. We've had players from all over the world come and compete in our great tournament.
Wow, Argentina too?
Argentina, yeah, I want to say Ohio and Houston are going to bring Mariano, who's coming in from Argentina to pitch at our tournament. So it's going to be, yeah, it's going to be legit.
Dang.
Yeah.
Just just hearing that, I mean, these are Olympic athletes playing
Yes.
men's fast pitch right here in San Antonio. If you're a diehard Olympic fan like I am, you want to be there. You want to check this out. Um, I think it's a great thing you're doing. And if anybody, like I said, anybody out there that can, donate, want to sponsor, want to advertise at the field, have
Advertise
a
at the
banner.
fields.
Yeah.
you know what? Like my cousin Donna's over here agreeing with me. If they want to sponsor the tournament, we're open to anything. Like I said, it comes out of our family's pocket. Donations, of course. This year we had our uh, we help players with meals. We try to feed the teams as best as possible, but that costs. This year we got our sponsor James Gonzaba from El Honky Tonk Bar. So anything helps, and we're looking for anything. Helps with hotels, helps with flights. Of
Mhm.
course, I wish we could drive everybody from Canada and save money, but it doesn't work that way.
Yeah, I don't think
It's
so.
not, I don't think my guys are going to drive 30 something plus hours. I mean, I'm pretty sure they're dedicated, but um, yes, we're always looking for anybody that's willing to put their name out there, to put their businesses out there. Like I said, plus we stream our games, and again, it's a write-off. It's a nonprofit organization, a 501c,
Yeah.
and we are online. You Google us, San Antonio Glowworm will pop up just like that, and you can see all our paperwork it's there. Like I said, since 1982, and we're also on Facebook, San Antonio Glowworm Athletic Club. And like I said, everybody that played with my dad, played with my grandfather, it's third generation. And God willing, with my son, now we're fourth generation. And then with my little one, he's 5 years old, but he said he wants to play for the Glowworm. He's on T-ball right now, but he wants to play.
Hey, there you go. Family
And
affair for sure.
and we also have a family startup team coming up this year. Who they haven't been play. Excuse me, they haven't played in a while, but they got the competitive juices going, especially when we made noise up north. And now all of a sudden they got their gloves. Um, they're bringing out their kids. Uh, their daughters come out there and they freak out. They're like, I didn't even know men had a game like this.
Mhm.
So again, it's just a family affair, and I think what we're doing here is, to me, it's awesome. As you could tell, I get excited talking about this, especially like I said again, keeping my family's legacy going.
And your family obviously is athletic. You played ball.
Hmm.
Eddie plays ball. Your kids are gonna start playing ball.
Yes, ma'am.
Um, it, it it's that's how we got to keep this going. We got to keep it going, you know, as much as we can.
Yes.
And I think these tournaments, new blood coming in, everything like that. Um, I think it's great. We also actually have a question here from a listener. If you haven't already answered, how did it come up? Glowworms.
Somebody came. They asked, "How did we come up with the Glowworm name?" Okay, so I talked to my uncles, the patriarch of our family.
Uh-huh.
Apparently, there is a song because my grandfather and my grandmother met while they were jitterbugging all around the United States back when World War II was happening, and there was a song called "The Glowworms."
Okay.
So they used to dance to that song, and that's what my uncle was telling me. So I don't want to. That's why when I wanted to get my facts straight, but it actually is a song. If you go online, it's pretty old, but it's called the Glowworm, and that's how my grandfather got the name.
Wow. And
Plus, we're unique with that name.
it's very unique. It's very unique. And the colors, I mean, you guys are Brack peeps.
She goes Brack
Breckenridge,
Peeps. Yes, Brack
Breckenridge High
Peeps. They're
School
purple. You
peeps.
can't purple and white.
Ay, ay, ay.
The song is called the Glowworm, and it is by the Mills Brothers.
The Mills brother.
Mills Brothers, Mills, Mills Brothers. And what year was it? Did it come out? 1957.
Wow.
Wow.
57th annual. There you
Yes,
go.
ma'am.
Meant to be right
Yeah,
there.
meant to be, right? So
Yep.
yeah,
That's pretty cool. Um, you just hit on a point that, you know, these unique names,
thank
because
you, Cindy.
Circle Tap, I mean, some of these names of these teams are funny. I was looking at some of them that you had listed, but
Hmm.
I mean, it's just, I mean, it's softball. We
Yeah,
come up with crazy names, but that is a very unique story, and really cool that you got to share that. I know your family's probably proud of that moment,
yes, ma'am.
to be able to honor them like that. Once again, fast pitch right here, men's fast pitch right here in San Antonio, June 24th, 25th, Alva Joe. If you're looking to
Yo,
start up a
sure.
team, can they even, you know, put in a team, a startup team, or you're going to have different divisions, or is it all
Yeah,
one?
yeah. I'll give you if they want to pick up a team. I am willing to help get a pitcher for them. Uh, there's
Oh.
always pitchers, especially in Mexico, looking to come up here and pitch. In fact, our friend from up north in Canada, uh,
Hmm.
Tavistock, he actually said, "Hey, I've never been to your tournament, but I'm willing to come down and just pitch for. I just want to go to Texas and help out any teams that are willing to." He's like, "I'm not asking for money. I'm just looking for flight, food, and hotel. I just want to pitch." So I mean, if teams are actually interested in doing that, I'm willing to help find the pitchers for them. And
Nice.
and we're also an ISC qualifier, so whoever wins gets a free entry fee to the world tournament.
To the
Whoever wins
world
our
tournament
tournament,
in
yes, ma'am.
Wisconsin.
In Wisconsin, Circle Tap, yes,
Wow.
yeah.
That is something else. Um, so obviously you stream some of these games on your Facebook. Do you softball premiere? Is there any other way that they can check out some of these games if they wanted to check out the action?
So we're gonna stream our games again this year on YouTube.
Okay.
Uh, our kid from St. Mary's, Zach, who actually televises the games for the girls softball, will be helping us out again this year. So if they want to go to our page, San Antonio Glowworm, we'll also have our link there so they can stream the games. If you want to go to YouTube, there's games on there. Even if you Google fast pitch on online, multiple numerous games will pull up. In fact, if you just put in San Antonio Glowworm, go straight to videos, you'll see our games there.
Nice.
And like I said, Luciano has been doing a phenomenal job streaming our games and traveling all over the world streaming our great game. Like I said, he just came from Mexico. I want to say he's headed to Argentina. I mean, he's going to be traveling all over this great continent just streaming our games. So he does a phenomenal job. And last year was our first year streaming our games, and I thought some of our games. In fact, we got one at one point where over 3,000 viewers just watching our game here in San Antonio. Yeah.
Has there ever been a no hitter?
No hitters, yeah, multiple. These guys throw gas.
Dang.
These guys throw gas. Look, like you gotta again talking about it, but seeing it live, you will yeah, it's something different. It's phenomenal. It's awesome.
I think even some female softball teams, maybe these high school kids and stuff need to come check this out as well because it's it's kind of the same. I mean, a little bit, I would say even more intense because of the pitching difference, but
Yes.
I mean, that's something else.
Yes.
Uh,
In fact, my cousin is right here. She plays softball at East Central, and she brings her friends. My cousins that play softball bring their friends, and they're like, "Man, we didn't even know you play this.
mhm.
We didn't even know men's fast pitch existed." And when
Yeah,
they see it live, they're like, "How hard are they throwing?" You'll have somebody with the radar gun in the back
I that was
hit
me.
80, 81 from 43 feet, mind you.
That was me the other day. I was watching and I was like, "Oh shit." Like
She said,
I was like, "Damn, like where did this come from?"
"Yeah,
I mean, and I have to say I think it's kind of weird that it doesn't get publicized as much. I mean, being an Olympic sport as well,
yes, ma'am.
I've never seen it. And as much as I watch the Olympics, I have never seen men's fast pitch televised to even know it existed. So that's kind of crazy. But to know now that it's such an international game with the players that are out there, I think it's possibly got some branding to it.
Yes."
And you know, I see good things coming in the future for this.
I hope so. 'Cause like I said, my family and me, we work really hard, especially like I said, keeping this team together. Again, I got to give a shout out to Edgar. I got to give a shout out to my family, everybody that pitches in here and there, even if it's just food. Donating. We're gonna sponsor your uniforms. Like I said, back to James Gonzalez sponsoring the uniforms. Of course, we have fundraisers. Anything helps. In fact, we have a fundraiser going on right now. First place is tactical. Sorry, I'm gonna have to read right here. First prize is Radical Firearms AR 15. Second prize is a 38 special, and third place is $150 in cash. And tickets have been going fast. We only made 200. They're $20 a ticket. Again, you need to get a hold of me to buy some tickets. San Antonio Glowworm, and I will respond to you ASAP, especially on Messenger. We do these fundraisers almost every month. My cousin has been doing an outstanding job with his wife of helping raise money. And again, especially hotels, JJ, food, and flights. It adds up.
Of
It adds
course,
up.
of course, and I can only imagine. I mean, I was playing women's slow pitch, and
Yeah,
to be able to go to Florida and Worlds and all that stuff like we did, it's not easy, and you got to have some kind of sponsorship behind it. And yeah, I mean, it's crazy, the expense behind it, and to know that this is, I mean, yes, professional, you get paid, obviously, but
yeah.
this is a professional league in a sense that it's an international game.
In a
And,
sense, it is,
you
and
know,
it's huge. From the Czech Republic to Japan to Australia to New Zealand. I mean, the list goes on and on. I mean, from even Africa, there's teams from Africa that um, I met two kids last year from Botswana that wanted to play with us, but unfortunately, like I said, great kids, but we're going with our kids from Mexico. So I mean, it's the friendships that we made over the years. That's huge. And going back to our game, we also can advertise on our live stream, by the way, too. So just throwing that in.
oh wow, that's
Yeah.
pretty good. That is really cool. You just talked about it. I mean, you're naming all these players. Is it difficult to kind of compile this roster, knowing all these different positions and different players, and how do you how do you do that? I mean,
It's tough because turnover is rampant. I'll give you an example. We had a shortstop last year who made newcomer of the year. His name is David Galino, but he ended up getting picked up by a team from Canada called Bear Creek Express,
mhm.
who have some pretty big sponsors, and they compensated David really well. Which again, we're if we're gonna compare teams, we're the Marlins of the of the fast pitch
Oh
world. We have
wow, okay.
we're a small budget team, but we do compete.
Okay.
If that's what you want to call it. But we do have some turnover, and we do have some new players this year. I wish we could keep all our players that we had previously, but things change, and we're just trying to build the roster as best as possible, especially going to Circle Tap and competing with these huge teams. Like I said, it was an eye-opening experience last year with my uncle going up there and from Saturday to Saturday watching, talking to these players, talking to managers, talking to sponsors, talking. They're like, "So, who's your sponsor?" It's like you're looking at them. You see that guy right there? He helps out. My family back home helps out. It's just little things like that. They were like, "Oh, that's awesome," especially when it's kind of funny. You're there and they're like, "Oh, what part of Mexico are you from?" I'm like, it says San Antonio on our shirt. We're from San Antonio. They're like, "Oh, well, I heard the guy at first base talking Spanish." So yeah, yeah, but we do speak English.
And some of us in San Antonio do speak Spanish, but
Yes,
okay,
yes, yes, we do.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, it happens. It happens everywhere
No,
sometimes.
it's a funny story, but like I said, my uncle got to experience it. I wish we could have brought all my family, but we did. I did my best to, if we weren't getting shown on Softball Premiere, I did my best to stream our games live on my phone, so and people got to see us. In fact, they had a watch party at my house. All my family went over. They ate, they drank, of course, and they got to watch us play up north last year. So,
Well, maybe we're gonna have to have a watch party for the Wisconsin trip.
yes,
Maybe we'll have a watch party somewhere, and we'll stream it, and we'll make it a big deal, and have some great sponsors out there. I know I have some friends out here that are softball gurus, baseball gurus. If you guys can donate anything to this team, take part in their raffles. Like I said, they are a nonprofit. They'll give you that, help with your taxes.
taxes,
Um,
yes, ma'am.
but give them a call, 210-310-6681. And David will hook you up. And also, they can check out the Facebook, correct?
Yes, ma'am. San Antonio Glowworm. Our logo's on there. Again, for potential sponsors, we're a family-run team, and we treat the players like family. So if a sponsor comes up and says, "Hey, we want to put our banners out there. We want to have vendors out there," come sit down and talk to me. Where everything is on the table. We're open to anything, and like I said, everything helps. Even if it's I'll give you an example. The baby's godmother said, "Hey, last year I can't give you money, but we're gonna donate food," and then that was awesome. We got to feed basically all the teams last year with all the food that we had left over. And then on Sunday we had our championship games at Brackenridge Park. And like I said, my family helped out as well. Donna and Ruben Rios bought uh, meals for the whole team that day. So again, money wise, yeah, it's great, but anything helps. Food. Um, I was messing with my cousins. Do you have anybody with the hookup at Southwest? So
Yeah.
for some vouchers, but yeah, like I said, we're looking to or miles and points, like my cousin's saying over here. Anything helps. Like I said, donate miles and points. We'll take it. Believe me, Canadian flights are expensive as hell. So, especially from Saskatoon. No offense, guys. No offense, Nick and James, if you're seeing this. Um, but yes, we're again, we're not going anywhere. We're the oldest tournament down here in Texas.
Hmm.
As long as I have a breath in my body and my family's body, and we're keeping our tradition going, we're gonna keep doing what we've been doing these last. Again, it should have been 59, but these last 57 years.
Yeah. COVID kind of
COVID, yeah, two
gotcha.
years.
But hey, it's still going strong. It's still a great event to hang out at. If you've never seen it, check it out, and it's a great thing to support. Now, give us a list of some of the other areas you're going to be in, just in case people are listening. You said Austin.
We'll be in Austin Memorial Day weekend, that
Mhm.
Saturday, Sunday. And then, of course, San Antonio. Then the following week in Newton, Kansas, which they'll be hosting their 75th. And then the second annual Latin tournament in Houston. And then ASA in Manitoba, Minnesota for August, if I got the dates right, August 4th to the 7th. And then after that is the World Tournament from August 11th to the 19th in Circle Tap, Wisconsin. And that'll conclude our season. And then back to recruiting and getting on the grind and trying to better our team. Well, hopefully we keep this team together.
So recruiting, let's talk about that.
Okay.
You just go out and check out, during the world play, or how does that work?
So pitching, as you could tell, is a premium, right?
Mhm.
Pitching is at a premium. Um, Pitchers demand certain aspects as far just be open and honest as far as money wise.
Mhm.
Some teams can pay hotel, flight, and food, and some pitchers are content with that. Other pitchers are better than others, and they're asking for a certain amount. Like, hey, I need 1,500 or $2,000 a weekend. Um, Sometimes we get sponsors to cover that, but this year um, was different compared to last year.
Mhm.
So I mean, we have been raising money, and we're just again looking to better our roster, younger kids. I mean, and here's the thing: this is their livelihood. It's huge in Argentina. It's huge in Canada. It's huge in Japan. I mean, Japan is huge. They have like their own season out down there. It's like I'm excited to talk to Mr. Morita. Like it's huge. New Zealand. I mean, we got contacts all over the world, and it's funny. How do you say how we recruit? I mean, if we lose players, it's just plug and play, and we do our best to find the best fits for our team.
And you
So
still can come in ninth out of 30
I
something.
mean,
So yeah, that tells you something.
think about it, right? I mean, again, that was last year. This year is a new year, and
Mhm.
we're trying to hopefully we can make some more noise. But again, things change, and we're looking for a better and bigger 2023, especially with our team going forward this year. Especially adding again Allen, adding Nick, adding James, adding Justin, adding these new pieces to our team and to again family. I don't know how to reiterate that we treat everybody like family, and that's what we're looking for. People that want to have fun, of course, and play hard. But at the end of the day, making these friendships, to me, it's worth more than gold. Especially like I said, I'll give you an example, JJ. 2018, we went up to Canada. Our friend let us borrow his house, Jeff Farion. Let us stay there for a whole week.
Wow.
while he was playing here at Stateside. He's like, "Hey, I just got to ask you, pick me up from the airport, and you can have my house." I was like, "Can I borrow your car?" He's like, "You can have my car." I was like, "Can I have some money?" He's like, "Well, that's going just a
That's
little bit too far, but
punishment.
and here's the thing: we stayed in Saskatoon, and we drove to Prince Albert to go see at the time our kids play, which was Derek Gomez, who was on Team USA, the junior team,
Oh
and
wow.
I got to spend time with his grandfather up there. So again, making our connections. Who else does that? Hey, go to a different country. We got to stay at his house. We got to borrow his car, and the only thing he asked for was pick him up at the airport and a steak dinner.
There you go.
So to me, that's winning.
Heck yeah. That is a big win. That is a huge
And,
win.
and you keep talking about it. Like I said, we shook up the world with the small budget
Mm-hmm.
compared to these other teams.
Mm-hmm.
Their budgets maybe six figures, maybe I don't know. Don't like discussing those details, but yeah, I mean, I think we're doing a phenomenal job of what we're building down here. Like I said, with Edgar and the Rios family behind us and everybody that helps out. It's like I said, JJ. I'm hoping when you get here in June and you see it for yourself, you're gonna be like, wow,
Oh
like this
yeah.
is this, and I can't wait to introduce you to all the players or introduce you to the
I'm
opposing teams.
super excited. I'm I'm really excited to the point where I think I'm gonna have to take the podcast out there
Oh
and
man, if you bring the
just
podcast out there,
just
let me know. We'll feed you like we fed Zach. Zach was so excited. He's like, man, I don't. Can you take me around with y'all when y'all go to other tournaments? Because man, I got fed. I got whatever out there. Y'all waited on me, hands and whatever the kid needed. And like I said, we'll treat you the same way, JJ. Like I said, don't take offense, but my dad will probably hit you up and be like, "What kind of beer do you want?" Because he gets mad because our players are pretty young, and he gets mad because he's like, "Well, nobody drinks." I'm like, "Well, Dad, they're here for a tournament." He's like, "Yeah, but we could celebrate afterwards." They don't want to drink, so if you're looking for the plug to drink, that's my dad and my other uncles.
I was looking you were talking about the schedule, and I know one of my cousins is listening, and I'm like, Houston, July. I would not mind checking out a tournament in Houston. So I may just have to do that, go check out a few other tournaments as
I would
well.
love to have you and get you in some Glowworm gear.
Hey, there you
Yeah.
go. There you go. That would be pretty cool. Um, Once again, you do have that raffle coming up. Um,
Yes, ma'am.
for the what is it? I know that it's a gun, and
For it's a gun, ammo, and cash raffle. Yeah.
you know, but they can hit up the Facebook for that information. It's like how much is it a ticket?
It's $20 a ticket. We only made 200 tickets.
Donation, guys. $20
Yeah.
donation. Get yourself signed up. Once again, if you guys want to make a monetary donation, you can do that as well. Just hit them up on Facebook, or you can actually call David himself. Um, and you guys need any little bit helps, and I'm pretty sure there's some people out there that are getting ready to help out. I actually see my phone going off, so I'm gonna make sure we respond to them as well. But um, once again, David, thank you so much for coming out here and talking about this San Antonio Glowworms men's fast pitch softball, which is woof,
Thank you
amazing.
so much, JJ. Like I said, you don't know how much this means to us, to our family. Like I said, we're just keeping our family's legacy going. I keep saying that again because I think
It's
um,
important. It's important.
it's important because again, the Reel's name is known because of my grandfather, and I've showed you what the state of Texas when he passed away, how they
Hmm.
recognized him, but it shouldn't have taken for him to pass away in order for him to get recognized because he had been doing it for quite a bit. And now my uncles took over it, and a couple of years back, I've taken over, and I'm just trying to build our family's legacy and keeping our great game of men's fast pitch going here in Texas. And like I said, we're here to support as many tournaments, as many players as possible. And by you putting me on your podcast, I think that achieved, a stepping stone. So, like I said, I appreciate it so much, JJ.
I appreciate it. You guys coming on. Hey, listen, before we forget, obviously baseball seasons starts tomorrow.
Yeah, opening
Uh,
day.
Opening day.
Yeah.
Okay, I hate to ask, but who's your favorite team?
the people are gonna make fun of me because I'm from Texas, but I grew up an Oakland A's fan because back in the day with the Bash Brothers, and I
Wow.
jumped on the bandwagon. Yeah, I know people are gonna kill me. I'm probably gonna share them and get some text messages. Like
Wow.
I like the Astros. Don't get me wrong, but I grew up an Oakland A's fan, and I've been suffering since 1990. So
Well, I suffer because, I love the Yankees.
so
Um,
does my son. So yeah,
so I suffer a lot, you know. Um,
especially here in San Antonio, dealing with all the Astros fans, huh?
yeah, when they were in the National League, I could
You could
tolerate
bear
that.
it.
I could do it. I could do it.
Yeah,
Or when Jeff Bagwell and, Craig
yeah. Craig
Biggio,
Biggio. Yeah,
you know,
some great
Narciso
players, right?
Liu and Andy Pettit
Yeah.
were on the team, I could tolerate it. Now, I can't.
Not so much.
Yeah, I
They just
can't
rub
do
it
it.
in your nose. Yeah.
Nope. Mm-mm. And all I have to say is 27. So I'll just leave it right there. Um,
You really have to go back to, you got to throw that in their face, right? But they're gonna, they're gonna come back to you and say, yeah, but that was before my time. So we're talking about now.
yeah. Okay.
Just saying. I mean, I
Sure.
understand.
It's okay. It's okay. How many have the Oakland A's won?
Let's see, twos. I want to say four in their history.
Oh, wow. I don't
Yeah.
know if you're right.
Seven in the '70s, they were a powerful team, and in the '90s they only won one, but they went to back World Series, and ever since then, it's been a dry spell. So I'm still
You
holding hope.
we talk about the Oakland A's. The only two people from the Oakland A's I remember, Ricky
Yeah,
Henderson, of course.
yeah.
Obviously,
But
great.
he also played with the Yankees. So
Yes. Well, we won't talk about that. And Dennis Eckersley,
yeah,
a
the
pitcher.
goat closer. Yeah,
Yeah.
he was a great closer.
I
The Eck.
yeah, that
Yeah.
was something else.
But
Like,
then we can name every Yankee from 1 to 9, right?
yes, I can. And I just got reminded that Jose
Yeah,
Canseco.
Cindy just put. I said the Miss Quintanilla. I said the Bash Brothers, that he's part of them with Mark McGuire and
Oh
Canseco.
yeah, Mark McGuire.
And I'm not even reading from my phone.
Yeah, I just.
Dave Stewart, I can go back, like I said.
Oh wow,
Yeah,
you really
yeah.
can go back.
Bob Welch. Yeah, so I was a big fan back in the day. Now we struggle, but we'll be on top one day. One day.
One day.
Moneyball. Remember, we're the Oakland A's of the fast pitch world, and like I
Okay.
said, we
No,
we
you said
we
the Marlins earlier because
well, the Marlins. Well, you know what? Until we win a world tournament, yeah, yeah, I can't really say that. One day, maybe when I'm in a wheelchair rolling around.
no, no.
That one sponsor with JJ next to me with her podcast
Hey,
back in.
hey, being ninth out of 30 something says something for the way you've put this team together. So you
Yes,
never
ma'am.
know. You
And
never.
again, not just me, but also Edgar Pischer, the Rios family, and everybody that helped us out this last couple of years. I can't leave them out, especially the Gomez family, who were a part of us for a good 4 years.
Mhm.
And like I said, everybody that's helped us out, I can't leave them out. So again, it's a team effort, especially with sponsors, with people donating their money, they're donating their time, donating their resources to cook out for us. Our friend Raul Saliado comes all the way in from Laredo, and he cooks for us too. So I mean, it's the
Dang.
little things. He comes over here because his dad played with my dad,
Oh wow.
and yeah, hopefully this year he'll be playing. He goes, I may be a little bit old, but I'm gonna pick up the glove and try to swing the bat with y'all guys. So
Okay, you said you said the keyword old there. So I want to know what is the kind of age range for a team like this? I mean, I'm 42 years old and I play
um,
slow pitch
yeah,
softball
she's asking
and I
what.
can barely make it
She could
sometimes.
barely make it. So at one point, our age range was from 16 to 41, 42.
Oh wow.
But again, I just mentioned Chuck earlier. There's people that are playing in their 60s and 70s. Chuck is 73 years old. My uncle's, how old is Uncle Ruben? 70. My Uncle Ruben's 78. He played last year catcher. I don't even know how with his double amputee knees, and but he went out there and he caught for the Glowworm, the 50 and over team.
Wow.
Up north,
Hmm.
there's multiple pitchers that are playing in their 60s and 70s. They just love the game and
Nice.
still can. Hey, and I tell you this, they can still play at a high level. Like I saw it firsthand when we were there. because the Masters tournament was going on. I was like, wow, this guy's 50 something years old and he's throwing gas. These guys are 50 years old and they're still smashing the ball.
Speaking of throwing gas, I have to say this. I have to give a huge shout out to my cousin at Centenary College, Centenary Gents. My cousin, Aidan Reichek, pitched a freaking no hitter
Nice, Aiden. Congrats, Aiden. Good
in
job.
freaking college ball. And I have to say, I'm super proud of him.
That's my
Um,
cousin.
it's very rare somebody pitches a no hitter in college.
Yes, that's huge.
Second in school history. I mean, this kid, he is a freshman. I think he actually, came on to relieve an inning, before, and then now he's moving up into the starting pitching role, and it's just an amazing accomplishment
I bet.
that he was able to do that, and I'm super proud of him. I can't believe it. He won pitcher of the week. And they are actually going to play right here in San Antonio this coming weekend over at Trinity University.
Nice.
So anybody
A lot of
here
support, Aiden.
interested in checking that out, go out and see them at Trinity. They got a couple of games going on. They got like 3 different games. I think they got a game on Friday at 6 and then Saturday 1 and 4. And super proud. I'm going to be out there. I know for sure this weekend cheering him on.
Awesome.
And yeah, it's crazy thing. And I also want to give one more shout out. I don't know if she's listening. I don't know, but my mom's birthday is actually tomorrow. So I gotta give her
Happy
a
birthday,
shout out.
Mom.
Yeah, I gotta give her a shout out on here and
Happy birthday.
her an early birthday. But
Bring Mom to the tournament.
oh, pretty sure she would want to go, but she was actually watching. I put it on the big TV we have over here,
Yeah.
and I streamed it on the TV, and I'm telling you, we were checking it out. I mean, that was something to watch. So it was
Yeah.
a really good thing to see. And David, I wish you guys the best of luck, and I know I will be out there. And
Thank you, JJ. Again, thank you for all your support. Thank you for having me today. It was like I said, if I missed anybody out there, I apologize, but it's my first time being on a podcast, so I was kind of nervous,
you're
even
good.
though.
You're good. We're
But
gonna have to do it again, though.
again, yo, definitely, JJ. Again, my family's listening right now, and they're like, "We want her there at the tournament, especially if you can have a podcast."
Heck
Oh,
yeah.
and the stories that you will hear. Oh my God, you will have the best time.
Much content.
Yeah, too much content. Maybe some rated R content, but it's no offense. I always give my players fair warning, especially my players from out of the country. I'm like, hey, don't take offense to my family. They're just very straightforward and honest, and they start, especially when they get some beers in them, they start.
Hey,
They all went to Brack, so what do you expect, right?
well, I went to school with your cousin, so
So
I know.
she goes, I went to school with your cousin, so I know.
I know.
Yeah, so yeah,
But
yeah, but
I can't wait. And like I said, I wish you guys the best of luck. And those of you tuning in, don't forget, check them out. YouTube, you can check them out on their YouTube channel. You can check them out on their Facebook and give them a call. Get these raffle tickets. Donate what you can. They need all the support they can get, and they will definitely appreciate it. If you guys have any other questions, leave a comment. We'll get to you. And you know what, David? It's been fun. Thank you so much
thanks.
for hanging out with
Thanks,
me.
JJ. If you could do me a favor and tell Bubba Hernandez to bring his KC team down here and stop avoiding us, tell him to bring his team down here. I'm giving
Well,
him a shout out.
he just said you missed him, so
No, I didn't. I didn't miss him. Tell him, hey, Bubba, bring your team down here, man. Stop being like that.
Bubba, he's setting you up. So bring your team down here. Come on, let's go. Hurry up down here. Be team number what? 11?
Team number 14.
14, number 14. Be number 14. Team number 14 in the tournament here. But hey, you still have
Thanks so much, JJ.
and we'll get you some guys. If you play soul pitch and you want to play in this tournament, play in it. They'll get you a pitcher. You just said it.
We'll help you out. I promise you, I will get you a pitcher. I promise you.
And
That's what we're here for.
I'm gonna try to do whatever I can to help you guys out. But guys, please donate. Help them out. Some international players will be here. Be something to see. If you got little kids playing softball, bring them out. playing baseball, bring them out. Come check it out.
Hardball players, come check it out. It's as close as you're gonna get. I mean, like I said, there's opportunities for my hardball players to make Team USA. There's always people watching, especially when you're new talent, and if you can hit the ball and compete, Team USA is always watching. So,
Team USA. There you go.
mhm.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight. I know it was a late broadcast, but be sure and check out King's Court with JJ on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and even YouTube, and subscribe. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, JJ. Thank you so much.